Okay. Okay, so Oscar started with a very nice slow warm-up on a loose rein. Then he regressed into asking for a slow gait and then a medium gait, which he's at now. This is just a medium gait. He uses you can use an underhand method. He's using right now overhand, so more or less the 2 fingers on the left rein, 2 fingers on the right rein, just to indicate, although she also neck reins. Like you use a bit of neck reining to bring her around, and if you're not getting the exact circle that you want, go up higher on the neck like he just did. So if you just straighten your arm, the rein will go up higher on her neck, and accompany with putting your weight on the outside gives you the turn that you want. So you have to experiment with that until you and her understand each other as to the movements and the exact size. And also, you don't have to quite go, like if you're going a little bit slower, that's good to start. He's kind of working at a crisp pace, but certainly practicing at a slower speed is easier. Vary the routine. You might have to use a little bit of leg pressure sometimes, or a little encouragement, just to make sure she knows where you want to go. Despacio está bien. Okay, so here's the slow gait. And you'll want your 8 to be have that little straight line in the center that he didn't quite do there, where he's making a bit of an X. You'll want to come and make it straight into the center and be preparing yourself for the cue to do to the other direction. So if you make a straight line for a few steps and then make the right turn. And keeping in mind that this filly is 3 years old and she's been in training only since April 9th, and that includes all the groundwork. So she's really, really responsive, and he's helping her a little bit with when he did that around about the circle. So again, he clucks a little bit, make sure to keep the momentum through the serpentine. And that's all things that you can practice. And as I think I mentioned, it's good to practice. Oh, here's the stop. So we practice everything at a walk as well. So he has stopped on a loose rein and dropped the reins. Now to the walk. So that's a relaxed leg. And when you want to walk, you can put your hand down. And if you want to put it right on the neck as a cue, that's one of my favorites. That way when you're in the show ring, if you put your hand right down on the neck, you can teach her that means always walk. So I like to, after a stop, I like to put the hand right down on the neck and encourage him to walk. It's not exactly how you will do it on the trail, but it's a good arena cue. So backing, it's just a very slight forward movement and pulling up slightly on the reins. So if you're not getting it, a little bit of forward, no kicking, and just up slightly on the reins. And you don't need to rock. And you always unwind, always go as many steps ahead in a walk as you did backing. You see in the background, that's the new shop that we built, or that the guys built in the last 2 weeks. So it's not quite finished, but there was a lot of construction activity around here for a couple weeks. And all the horses were used to the banging and the trusses being put up and wind blowing. It was kind of a challenging time. But the horses were the least of the problems. They didn't mind at all. Okay, one more stop. You can see a stop there. Okay, so here's the reining. Okay. Y despacio walking como un círculo. Okay, so you can see where the rein lands on the neck indicates the circle. And this is just very slow, but you can practice this when you want. So if you stretch your arm, okay. Y después underhand, like this, yeah. Okay, so you can see if he goes underhand, he's just doing the same thing but with his hand in a slightly different position, and it's actually easier because it automatically puts the rein up higher on the neck, and that's the reason that this is kind of easy. It's easy in some ways, but it's also harder to be precise when your hand is underhand, and it's harder to be even. So that's called rienda pareja. Okay, she's backing here, so. And you can kind of see he's not doing much to get the backing. There, she was trying to go a little bit crooked and he just straightened her out. Good. Great. Photo.